Today I'll be showing you a neat new program for the people who like designing houses, designing things, building architecture, or even to modify and modernize your house. So like, let's say you want to add a pool in your backyard, stuff like that. You can, but in a virtual software. So I'm gonna open up. It's called Real-Time Landscaping Architect, right there. There's also the Pro version for the people who don't want it so complicated. There's the Pro, Real-Time Landscaping G Pro 4. And what I really like is Real-Time Landscaping Architect, since it's the best and it's a little more complicated, but it's pretty easy to get used to. So what you basically do in this program is you add houses, you add doors and windows to your houses, and today I'll be showing you a quick tutorial on how to do most of the things. So you can add, I don't know, a driveway, a pool. You can import things from Google SketchUp, which will be in another video that I make. And you can do many more things. So I have the trial version right now, because I'm not going for the full version, because you don't really need it actually. The trial never ends, and it's always good enough. Like, I always find the trial good enough. Because what there is difference in the full version is more textures, which I find is kind of weird. But anyways, so I'll be showing you a quick tutorial. Once you open up this, you're gonna start on main. Click Building tab. Now click on the one that says House. Well, it's pretty simple. There's a picture of a house on it. And then make your house. So I'm just gonna make a simple house, like I don't know, like an average house kind of thing. In other tutorials, I'll show you how to make garages and stuff like that, but that's not important right now. So, there's my house. What I really like about this program is that there's a walkthrough for high detail, and there's also a perspective for 3D and three-dimensional. There's zoom, where there's scroll tab and stuff like that. So let's say you find this stuff, the wall material is too small. You can add a size and you can make it even bigger to make the house have a smaller look to it. You can change that wall by clicking on its material, on wall material, and going over to the All tab, and now you have all the types of walls you can put in. You can upload more with Google SketchUp, which will once again be in another video. Alright, so now you have a wall basically, but with like ugly trimming. So you can change the trimming by adding a different color. There you go, now it blends. So you want to put normal shingles on there. I suggest, there's different kinds of roof. I suggest roof 80. It's not the normal shingles, but it looks close enough to it. Okay. So now I got a nice, I don't like that kind of brick. So now I got a nice little home, which I'm going to add brick 19 as my favorite kind of brick. And we'll add a little door. So that door right there. So that's an inside door. It's just pretty simple. Just click on the door, and then you could click on the model, and you could add different kinds of doors. There's garage doors for garages, which will be announced later on. So that's pretty much it. I'll show you. There's some people that own the full version that don't even know how to make a second floor. I don't blame them, because it's kind of hard. So I'm going to start from scratch to show you a second floor. I'm not going to save this one. Now I'm just going to make a simple square house, because I don't feel like making a big complicated mansion. Simple, almost square house. There we go. Okay, so now you go in your perspective for the 3D dollhouse view. Now, take the house. The house should be already selected. Control C, and then Control V. Actually, delete. Now, Control C, then right click, paste in place. Alright? So, there's an exact copy of the model of the house under it. So make it a little smaller by grabbing this square and dragging it. Alright, so what you're going to do is, so now you've got a normal house with one story. you're going to select the house you just shrunk and pick the elevation, click on the little ball and drag it up. Okay, so now you have a basic second floor. There's more complicated second floors. And here's another thing other people don't know how to do it. You can click on the house you want and you can press edit roof type, which is kind of interesting, and you can make a different type of roof. So see how my house is oddly shaped, but see, now you could add an attic window, let's say. Attic windows are pretty common, they're usually the scary looking ones, so I picked that one for scary looking, right? Now let me just make that smaller. Okay, so to make a window, see how the window only goes that height? Well, it's the same thing. You can make, first of all, you can make that window bigger if you want, make it smaller. You can elevate the window to your likings. So you can make it as high as you want, or really low. So, there's my attic window. And yeah, alright, so some people don't want to know how to do a driveway. Driveways are pretty easy considering my type, but there's the complicated good way of doing a driveway. Then there's the cheap way that I do, which is better, I find. But this here, I'll show you the complicated way and the good way. I mean the complicated good way and the cheap way. The cheap way is to make a square using the patio option in an underbuilding. Or not make a square, but just make a rectangle that should be your driveway. This is the cheap way, by the way. But it's the easiest and it takes the less time. So this doesn't look like a driveway, that looks like a patio, right? You're about to say? Yes, I agree with you. That looks more like a patio. But then you click on the material and we'll scroll down to all and we'll find 49. 49 is cement. I mean, yeah, driveway. There you go. You got a driveway, the cheap way of doing it. Then there's the complicated way of doing it, where you say add a path. You make a path like that. All right, simple path. Then you take that path and you copy it. So Control C, Control V. You copy it and put them side by side till you got a full driveway. Apparently that's a good way of doing it, but you probably like mine better because mine is a lot easier. Alright, so if you want a car in your driveway, I'm not going to put windows and doors on this house because it's just a pain. But if you want a car in your driveway, you go under landscaping, click on this little bridge. You don't want a bridge in your driveway, right? So you click on the model. You can also import hundreds of thousands of accessories from Google SketchUp, and you could import Lamborghinis and stuff like that. So select car 2. There you go. You have a car. And then let's say, because no one parks 100%, right? Well, not every time. Sorry, let me just select that car. No one parks like perfectly straight, so you can make it a little crooked. You can make a decent size. So now we got a decent sized car and a driveway. That's good, eh? So people who want to know how to make a simple garage, usually at the back of the driveway, I would say, or in the house. Some people like it in the house. Leave a bit of space to get to the backyard. We'll make a small garage this time. A small, simple garage. Garages are usually, their wall height is usually a little higher. Sorry, just wait a second. Okay, so as I was saying, garages are higher than usual houses. So just take a garage door from the door option and make your garage a little taller. because it's a little taller, so you go into wall height and make that a little, well, maybe not that tall. Then you can adjust the roof pitch and stuff like that. And comment, subscribe, bye.